Hello students, welcome back to SWAYAM program. Today we are going to discuss on internet security and cyber security. This is today's agenda. What is internet security? What is cyber security? And why libraries need cyber security? And we're also going to learn what are the common ways in which attackers attack different cyber threats and emerging trends and future challenges in the cyber security. What is internet security? Internet security refers to the practices, technologies, and measures designed to protect users, systems, and data while interacting with the internet. The internet security encompasses safeguarding devices, networks, and information from cyber threats such as unauthorized access, hacking, malware, phishing, and other online vulnerabilities. Internet security is a critical aspect of cyber security, focusing specifically on activities and interactions that occur over the internet. So, internet security is a critical aspect of cyber security, focusing especially on activities and interactions that occur over the internet. So, the activities or the malpractices, whatever interactions that will be occurring over the internet, we will be covering under the internet security. The different aspects of internet security, some of the aspects of internet security are data protection. That means ensuring personal and financial information is secure during online transactions. And we have to be, now let us discuss about what are the key aspects of internet security. The first one is data protection. The data protection ensuring that personal and financial information is secure during the online transactions. And network security, that is protecting networks from unauthorized access or cyber attacks. And internet security also ensure device security using antivirus software, firewalls, and regular updates to keep the devices safe. Authentication, employing secure passwords, multi-factor authentication, and encryptions to verify user identities. And internet security also gives the awareness by educating users about online risk and safe in browsing practices. The internet security will also giving awareness to the citizens by educating the users about online risk and safe browsing practices. Now let us see what is cyber security. Cyber security refers to technologies, processes, and practices designed to protect networks, devices, programs, and data from attack, damage, or unauthorized access. The main objective of cybersecurity is to ensure the protection of data's integrity, confidentiality, and availability. Cybersecurity may also be referred to as information technology security. In the 1970s, researcher named Bob Thomas developed a computer program called Creeper that could traverse the ARPANET network and leave a breadcrumb trail in its wake. That means this Creeper program could able to travel along the ARPANET network and that leave a breadcrumb. Breadcrumb means it is a trail, a graphical control element used as a navigational aid in user interfaces on the web pages. The breadcrumb navigation is used to indicate the user's journey along with their current location. So, this breadcrumb will provide us the users from where the users has made a journey on the network and along with their current location. This marked the beginning of cybersecurity. And the program Reaper, created by email pioneer Ray Tomlinson, tracked out and erased the creeper. So the Reaper was the first computer worm and the first example of antivirus software. A computer worm is a type of malware that can automatically propagate or self-replicate without human interaction, enabling its spread to other computers across a network. So the Reaper was the first computer worm and the first example of antivirus software. It was also the first self-replicating program. So now let us see why libraries need cybersecurity. Libraries transitioning from traditional repositories to. Now let us see why libraries need cybersecurity. Now let us discuss why libraries need cybersecurity. Libraries transitioning from traditional repositories to digital hubs face a critical need to integrate cybersecurity into their operations to protect their valuable digital assets and uphold their role as a knowledge custodians. So this digital transformation of libraries offers immense opportunities for accessibility and innovation, but also exposes them to significant cybersecurity challenges. So the challenges includes protection of digital assets, securing patron privacy, mitigating risk in digital services, balancing access and security, ensuring network security, intellectual freedom and ethical responsibility. And the protection of digital assets means the libraries house valuable digital collections, including rare archives, research databases, and subscription-based resources. So, cyber security is essential to prevent data breaches, unauthorized access, or destruction of these resources, ensuring their longevity and accessibility. And securing patron privacy, libraries collect sensitive patron information such as personal details, borrowing records, and search histories to provide personalized services. So, protecting this data from cyber attacks is critical to maintaining user trust and adhering to privacy laws. And mitigating risk in digital services is another challenge which libraries are facing. So, cyber attacks like phishing and uh, ransomware learners. Another reason for need the library security in libraries is mitigating risk in digital services like phishing and ransomware require proactive measures such as regular security assessment, staff training, and advanced threat detection. Balancing access security, like libraries must balance open access and cyber security by implementing access controls, educating users, and adapting to evolving threats. And to ensure the network security, for the intellectual freedom and ethical responsibility of the libraries, we need a good cyber security measures. What are the common ways in which attackers attack? Phishing, password stealing or hacking, or unauthorized access are the uh, major common attacks which we face in the libraries. The phishing is a type of online scam that tricks people into sharing sensitive information or installing malware. Scammers send emails, text, or social media messages that appear to be from a legitimate source, such as a bank, internet service provider, or a friend. The messages contain links to fake website that may contain malware, through which they can access sensitive data like passwords, bank account details, credit card details, etc. The password stealing and hacking, the stealing passwords and password stealing and hacking, as well as the unauthorized access. In unauthorized access occurs when someone gains access to a system, network, or data without permission, or exceeds their authorized access. It can also be called hacking. Unauthorized access can happen in a number of ways, including exploiting software flaws, using stolen login information, and bypassing security measures. Now let us see what are the major cyber threats. The first one is malware and spyware attack, social engineering, distributed denial of service, man in the middle attack. The first one, malware and spyware attack. Any code added, changed, or removed from a software system in order to intentionally cause harm or subvert the intended function of the system. So the malware and spyware attack, the malware and the spyware attack is being intentionally made by the people. The intention of causing harm to the function of the system. The classification of malware depends on the execution of characteristics of the program. Some of the examples of malware and spyware are virus. Virus is a type of malware that embeds itself into a legitimate program or file and spreads to other files or systems when executed. It relies on user action to propagate, such as opening and interacted. It relies on user action to propagate, such as opening an infected file or downloading malicious content. Another malware is a worm. Another malware is a worm. Worms are autonomous malware program capable of replicating and spreading across network without requiring a host file or human interface. Next is worm. Worms are autonomous malware programs capable of replicating and spreading across networks without requiring a host or human intervention. Trojan horse is another type of malware. It is a deceptive form of malware that appears to be legitimate software. Once installed, it executes malicious operations such as data theft, system compromise, or remote access. Next is adware. Adware is a software designed to deliver unsolicited advertisements, often in intrusive ways. While not always explicitly malicious, adware can compromise user privacy or serve as a delivery platform for more severe forms of malware. Adware generates revenue for its developers by displaying advertisements. Rootkits consists of a collection of software tools that enable unauthorized administrative level access to a system while concealing their presence. Operating at the root or administrative level, rootkits grant attackers full control over the compromised system. Dear learners, next one is bots. Bots are malware programs that enable remote control of a compromised system, often integrating it into a larger network of infected devices known as a botnet. Botnets are used for coordinated attacks or malicious activities. Ransomware. Ransomware encrypts files or logs. The next one is ransomware. Ransomware encrypts files or locks users out of their systems, demanding a ransom payment for the restoration of access. This form of malware is particularly disruptive with the potentially severe consequences for individuals and organizations. Ransomware often spreads through phishing emails or exploit kits. The next is social engineering. The next cyber threat is social engineering. Social engineering refers to the design and application of deceitful techniques to deliberately manipulate human targets. In cybersecurity context, it is primarily used to induce victims towards disclosing confidential data or it to perform actions that breach security protocols, unknowingly infecting systems or releasing classified information. The different social engineering threats you will find as a phishing, impersonating, watering hole, baiting, and recurrent social attacks. The important social engineering threats we will find as in the form of a phishing, impersonating, watering hole, baiting, recurrent social attacks. Phishing is one of the most common forms of social engineering where attackers impersonate legitimate organization or trusted individuals to trick victims to disclosing sensitive information such as passwords, credit card information, and other personal data. Impersonating involves a hacker pretending to be someone. Impersonating involves impersonating. Impersonation involves a hacker pretending to be someone else to gain unauthorized access to a target. The attacker mimics a trusted person or authority figure, such as a company executive, technical support agent, or even a colleague to deceive the victim. Next is watering hole. Watering hole attacks involved compromising a website that is frequently visited by the intended target audience. Watering hole attacks involved compromising a website that is frequently visited by the intended target audience by infecting a legitimate site that the victim often visits. Attackers can install malware or exploit vulnerabilities to gain access to victims' system. Baiting involves baiting. Baiting involves enticing a victim to take an action based on an offer. Baiting involves enticing a victim to take an action based on an offer that appeals to their desires or curiosity. This tactic is often used to distribute malware or gain access to the system. Recurrent social attacks involved a series of continuous or repeated attacks aimed at manipulating a target. Recurrent social attacks involved a series of continuous or repeated attacks aimed at manipulating a target over a time. The goal is to build trust gradually, leading to the eventual exploitation of the victim. These are the these are the social engineering. The third point is distributed denial of service. A distributed denial of service attack is malicious attempt to disrupt the normal traffic or targeted server, service or network by overwhelming the target or its surrounding infrastructure with a flood of internet traffic. A denial of service attack is characterized by a denial of service attack is characterized by denial of service attack is characterized by an explicit attempt by an attacker to prevent legitimate users of a service from using the desired resources. The four components like victim, the daemon agent, control master plan, and the real attacker. It is clear from this flowchart how this distributed denial services works. Okay, from this bootmaster, the attackers in the bootmaster, the attackers send commands launch into the bootmaster, and it will reach into the control server. From the control server, it is going to different thousands of hosts, and from there it will reach into the victim's server. Okay, this is where this distributed denial of service attack is functioning. Another one is man in the middle attack, an MITM attack happens when communication between two systems is intercepted by an outside entity. This can happen in any form of online communication such as email, social media, and web surfing. So there are different types of MITM attacks like email hijacking, Wi-Fi file stropping, session hijacking, S-bar MIME, and authentication certificates. Okay, so these are the different way there is a man in the middle attack you will find. So this is a figure, we will find it, the victim, instead of going for the original connection, there is a disruption here, and the attacker is creating another connection from the web server to the victim. Then what are the emerging trends in cyber security? Now we discuss what are the important threats in the important cyber threats. Now we are discussing what are the emerging trends in cyber security. Let us see what are the, because of this artificial intelligence and machine learning in the cyber security that detect the anomalies in user behavior, manage access to digital resources, and respond automatically to security threats. And zero trust architecture ZT ensures that every user and the device is continuously verified before accessing library systems, especially in the era of remote work. And the Internet of Things. Libraries use Internet of Things for smart systems like RFID, tagging for books, and self-checkout kiosk. However, IoT introduced vulnerabilities, and libraries must secure these devices through network segmentation and regular updates to prevent exploitation by attackers. Another important development in the field of cloud security and cloud native solutions. As libraries move to cloud-based systems, securing cloud stored database become crucial. So cloud native security solutions like cloud security posture management, CSPM, and cloud workload protection, CWPP, help ensure compliance and prevent breaches. The next one is extended detection and response, XDR. XDR provides a unified view of security across endpoints, networks, and cloud systems. enabling libraries to monitor threats in real time and respond quickly. The next one is blockchain and cyber security. Blockchain enhance data integrity and provenance by creating immutable records of digital assets such as e-books, research papers, etc. It can also secure digital rights management and automate licensing agreements through smart contracts, ensuring transparent and tamper-proof transactions. So, learners, these are the future or emerging trends in the cybersecurity, especially in the context of libraries. So, now let us conclude this topic. Cybersecurity has become an indispensable aspect of our increasingly digital world, playing a crucial role in safeguarding sensitive data, systems, and digital assets. It ensures the confidentiality, integrity, and the availability of information, forming the foundation for trust in digital interactions. As cyber threats grow more complex and frequent, vigorous cybersecurity measures, awareness, and technological vigilance are very crucial for a resilient digital ecosystem. So, in libraries, cybersecurity is very essential to protect our valuable resources and assets, the privacy of our users, and operational continuity while uploading their mission of free and open access knowledge to all users. These are the references used for preparing this material, and I wish to thank my dear listeners for your patience listening, and we will be meeting with another topic in the next class. Thank you very much.